what can we do with a hand plane? Well, this bit is rough sawn and it's not square. So the first thing we've got to do is make it square. Now the most important thing, apart from having a sharp plane and a plane that's well set up, is understand about wood grain. If you look at this grain direction here, follow this piece of grain, you see how it's going up the wood. That's the direction we want to plane. We want to plane with it. That way we're laying the grain down as we're planing. Whereas if you come the other way, you're going to get underneath that grain and you're going to start chipping it out. So that's the direction I'm going to put it in the vise. And it's going that way. Did you hear it miss? That meant there was a dip in there. And that's the advantage of a longer plane. It's going to bridge any of the undulations in the timber that you're planing. When you get one continuous smooth cut, you know you got it flat. So we know that that's flat, but you don't know if it's square. So get a square out, hold it up. If this is a known flat surface, hold it against there. And then look up to the light. Okay, just a fraction high on this side, on the outside. And you'll find that once you start planing, you won't be planing square. You'll plane with to the right or to the left, and you're just going to have to make an adjustment. I'm left-handed, so I generally end up with a high right side. So it just means taking just a little bit off and making it nice and square. If you look up to the light, that's spot on. That's square all the way along. So now I'm going to mark this as my face side, and that is my square. So all the measurements I'm going to do from now on, I'm taking off of this side. So we'll grab a marking gauge, width that you want, and mark down that line. If you like, you can just drop a pencil in there and that'll help with the visual guide. So we've got to take all that off from that, which is about 10 mil or 3/8 of an inch, down to nothing. Again, work out the direction the grain's going. It's going this way. So I'm going to put this in the vise. And I'm going to start at this end, which is a fat end, and gradually work my way down here. I'm going to put a little bit more tooth out, a little bit more blade out. But we're getting there. That didn't take very long. As you can see, we're almost getting it so it's even. The other thing maybe I should have done first was flatten this edge off, but we'll do that in a moment. And to me, that's a beautiful sound. Once it gets a little bit hard to push, a bit of candle. In this case, I can put it on the front and the back, but if you were going to glue up, you would only put the candle on the front, because if not, where you take the timber off, you're actually going to be laying grease on your glue joint, which doesn't help the gluing process. We're nearly there. reckon this one will do it. And now you can see we're right on that pencil line. And for the moment, that will do. Now we'll clean up all these saw cuts off of this side.